Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators offense will have the opening possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Going to swing it on second down. The quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver, telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going. That helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Gators will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll give it on the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're down to the 32-yard line on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do.
And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Jackson gonna throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Steps away to find some room. He's got it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Hunt. He breaks the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Wide open spaces. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Hunt is on its way. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They just keep firing. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's got room. There he goes. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Gators are flying down the field. The give to the back. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off play action. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. Incomplete pass.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hands it off. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hunt. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
He's loose. Got enough space. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brown. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to Brown. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. They'll run the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Daniels. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Brown has it. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances. Get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Give to Brown. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Jackson going to throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Caught over the middle. It's Ashley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Jackson will throw. Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gators are on the move. They'll run it to the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Picks up the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Breaks the tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, a lot of space. The 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounce, that play call.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. The inside. Touchdown, Florida. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you do.
And the defense, got him at the 27. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson going to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the catch at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Livingston. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Ball. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it. 1st and goal from the 6. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick strike complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Jackson will throw. Punch it out of the air. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's in open space downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why